We found Tip the last time and freed him, fulfilling our wish. And then we went on to a boss fight with the Moss Mother ×2. Really didn't compare to this boss fight with the Savage Beast Fly. After that, we got ourselves a Beast Crest. We're still in Lottie's Cave, and we're not going to be playing that game as of now. We're here in the Marrow. I'm actually trying to investigate every single inch of this place, so I'm heading to an area we haven't explored yet. We're getting pretty close to the entrance of where I want to be. I think we're here right now. No, this is the deep docks. Kind of above it, actually. I'm pretty sure this is going to be some sort of boss fight, and I think we're ready for it. Door just shut, and it's actually a gauntlet. Whole bunch of enemies here. Luckily, these guys aren't really too hard, especially at Hornet's current level. So we're going to take all these things out. That was the first wave, and this will be the second one. Have to heal a little bit. Forgot how much I hate that flying enemy with magma balls and all that stuff. They bounce, they continue doing damage. And now before that guy gets taken out, the next set of enemies have shown up. Have to quickly heal to get ready for it. While collecting more silk. One more silk ball right there. And we just suffered quite a bit of damage. Had to build up a silk wheel, which we just did. That allowed us to heal a little bit. And we're just steadily taking out every single one of these guys. Especially the flying enemy that has been alive this whole entire time. And he just got taken out. Now they're bringing out 4 of these enemies that are making it kind of hard for me to move around. Okay, we need to use a silk move, but I just got it back. Have to wait until they all line up a little bit, but doing pretty good with aerial attacks right now, so I don't have to do that at all. That should be it. And the doors have opened again. We're just going to be continuing this way, and there's a mass shard. That's what's up. Now we need 3 more of these to complete the mask. Have to activate that switch. Now this place looks kind of familiar. This should be somewhere in the deep docks. Yep, that's where we are. So a little bit later on, we went on to Greymoor, and we're currently here right now. Just found this place I haven't seen the first time I was here. And we're currently in battle with this crow. This guy is one of my most hated enemies in this game so far. Like, he just stays far away just enough to be hella annoying. Like, you run into him hella like I just did. Those 3 blades, for some reason I keep getting hit by those things even when I'm trying to jump away. So that's kind of weak. Waiting for this guy to get closer, but he's not doing anything, so we're just going over here right now and getting our cocoon. We need to heal. You don't understand how much I hate this thing. I've died to this thing like 3 times already. And that thing almost killed me in Hornet again. Still trying to lure it towards us, since it has a bad habit of just staying away. Annoying as hell is what I'm saying about this thing. We finally took it out. Got ourselves 16 Rosaries, bringing us up to 185. And we still have to go back to that place and investigate. there doesn't seem to be any sort of hidden area right there, or a breakable wall. We're making our way back up. There's no breakable wall here neither, even though it looks like it. Now let's continue going up. Damn. Alright, we gotta do that again. Didn't get it that time neither. Well, third tries the charm. So let's go up here, make it even higher. And we are basically where we should be, I think. Seeing a whole bunch of rosaries, so I'm assuming we just have to take care of this crow right here. Rosaries are flying around everywhere. It's a mess. Knocked that thing off the platform, flew back on. Now it's trying to go for his downward strike. This enemy's pretty tough in itself, since it can do all sorts of things. Hold on, a couple more rosaries here. Had to knock them all off. Now we can't collect them. Alright, I definitely forgot about this rat that was here. Didn't really take too much to take it out. And we have a mop head waiting for us. I'm still calling him the mop head since I don't know the name of this thing. And we freed it. It flew away. Made its little sound. There's no breakable wall here, neither. Alright, hitting the switch. It's letting us out. I'm trying to find breakable walls everywhere around here. Sometimes it works out. That's why I do it. And I missed that one rosary, bringing me up to 214. Continuously hopping even higher, trying to see where this takes us. Okay, that wasn't high enough. Gotta do that again. Flown a little bit, that should be high enough. And here's the platform and a switch. Definitely want to unlock that gate. So we gotta take this thing out before we even have a chance to do that, and we finally did it. Gate door has been unlocked. And I'm thinking we're heading towards the place we haven't explored yet, which is right at the top. Okay, we missed that one. We gotta do it again. Okay, well, damn. Gotta try this one more time. See if it works any better. It's always not high enough. Like, what's the deal? Alright, we finally got it in here. Let's go ahead and climb this. We gotta avoid all the spikes here. And another one of these guys. I'm telling you right now, I don't like these guys at all. They're not my friends. We haven't exchanged numbers or anything. Okay, got hit by one of those blades. Just smacked it, which gave us enough silk to heal. But now we're currently under attack. Barely avoided that one. It was close for a second, then bounced away. Getting tagged constantly by this thing. Things aren't working out. Might just get taken out by this guy again. And it happened. We had to run into him, but now we're backing in. Have to take out this crow one more time, which gives us a little bit of rosaries, which is the good news. Now we dropped all the way back down. Hold on. Gotta try this one more time. That was almost high enough. Alright, we're in here. Let's go ahead and take this crow out. Missed it with my silk move. I don't know the name of that thing. I'm sorry. I don't keep it at the top of my head or nothing. So I gotta go ahead and reference some stuff before I actually have that in my head. As of now, I'm still trying to find out the names of the enemies. And I'm still having issues with this guy. He's on my list. Once I can actually get to him. Just had to run into the guy. Well, the crow. Had to heal. Just getting close to dying. And even closer right now. Luckily, we took him out before we took any more damage. That thing's never high enough. Finally got in here again. Hopefully we can get enough silk to heal. Don't want to run into a boss like this. Alright, this is going somewhere. And we found ourselves a couple of rosaries here waiting for us. Well, 4 pieces. Let's hop on up. This seems to be some sort of hidden area. Think it might be. Hold on. Let's keep heading up here. And it looks like we found some. We're getting ourselves a brand new item. Let's bind. And we got ourselves bound the silk skill Thread Storm. Press RB attack by whipping a storm of silk around oneself. Silk skills can be equipped in the crest screen of the menu. Well, that seems kind of cool. Let's test it out. I'm liking it. It offers a whole bunch of protection while you're making an attack. It's better than what we had. Didn't really use that move too much. And I honestly forgot the name of what we just got. That's fun. Hold on. Gotta take these crows out. Let's hop down here. Gotta grab these rosaries now. Found a whole bunch of them. Although a couple of them did fall into the spikes, which is one of the more annoying things I found in the game. Like, you start losing a certain amount of rosaries, it starts adding up. Like, look at that. All those rosaries. We could have had them, but they fell into the freaking spikes. It is what it is. But this is going to be it for Greymoor. We got done exploring this place. Now we're here trying to get ourselves a simple key. Found out that we were a little bit short, so we're back in Greymoor to actually collect a whole bunch of rosaries. It's like a gold mine of rosaries. We're up to 504 after doing that, and we have enough to get this simple key. So we're buying that. That leaves us with only 4 rosaries, but we're going to be getting a whole bunch more soon, so I think it's worth it. We're back here in WormWays. We're going to be using this simple key on this door I was curious about the other time. It took us way faster than I would think to collect all 500 of those rosaries. But we're currently here right now. Wasn't an area I explored before, so it's going to be interesting to see what we find here. I mean, I'm kind of thankful for it since it seemed like the WormWays map was pretty small. Now this is changing all that. Not sure what I'm trying to do here with Hornet. Can't take these things out. They're just an obstacle. So let's go ahead and make it through all that. And jump up here. There's nothing hiding there. None of this is on the map. Alright, I'm curious what's on this side. Well, there's this platform that was a little higher, but we couldn't make it to the top of that, so we gave up on it. And we're going in this direction right now. Trying to see where this leads us. Seeing something glowing up top. Not sure what that is, but we just fell into the spikes. Gotta go ahead and heal. This is gonna be kind of tricky. Alright, let's time this. And this one's even hard. Narrow pathway right here with this thing dropping down. We had to get attacked. It's not like we were gonna avoid that anyways. Okay, we're not dealing with that. They're gonna take us out. I hate those things. Alright, we're up here now. I don't know where this is, but we seem to have found somebody. Alchemist ZYLOTO'Ls. I'm definitely mispronouncing his name, but we accepted a wish and we're going to be completing that. We need to collect some stuff for him. And he's handing us a needle file. We also have a bench here. We're going to be taking advantage of that, taking a seat. But now we're here, basically where we was just a couple minutes ago. We're just trying to explore this place. There's an opening right here. We didn't search. So we're down here right now and exploring the place. Let's avoid that. Really wasn't too hard to avoid it. I'm trying to find this phylum or whatever they're trying to have us get. Okay, we accidentally fell onto the spikes. Okay, there's something up there, I think, but let's keep going this way. Alright, there's a breakable wall here, and we found ourselves some rosaries, and this place is looking hella familiar. It's like a moss home or something. This is Bone Bottom, actually. Either way, we made it back into WormWays. We're starting back out where we originally started the last time we started searching for stuff. You know what? It's whatever. We're back down here. Just had to heal. And we seem to have found ourselves a brand new pathway. Trying to see what's hiding here. Okay, we got another one of these things that is quickly chasing us. Had to run into those spikes. Okay, messed up again. We're basically in this area of the map right now, and we found ourselves a memory locket, which is huge, especially for Crest. Alright, we're basically back in this area again to start another search, but this time we're gonna fulfill the Alchemist request and collect all that phylum or whatever that is he's trying to collect. Okay, we're not supposed to attack it like that. Let's try this one more time. RB and up. Okay, it's finally happening. And we collected The Plasmium. That's what it's called. The Phial. I don't even know what I was saying, but okay, we're here on the map right now, and this is going to be the next area. We're going to be collecting the stuff. Plasmium. Using a needle file. We got it. This will be the last area, which is kind of hidden. You see the vines right here, which is a clear sign that the Plasmium is close. We're just dealing with these creatures that are lurking around in these tunnels. Okay, this one's kind of tricky. Had to jump over that one. And I didn't show this before. There was a breakable wall here, but we decided to search somewhere else after we died. We finally got our final piece of Plasmium, and we're back here to talk to the Alchemist. We're giving him back his stuff, and he seems happy about it. We have granted his wish, and he's gonna give us something, right? I'm assuming. He seems happy about things, even though his other assistants still missed. We got ourselves a Plasmium Phial after that, which we could use. It does give us a temporary boost in life and everything, but we're here on the map, and we found ourselves another breakable wall, which shows that we're still in WormWays right now. This is the area where we entered that locked door. Unfortunately, ended up dying there. There's the area up here I'm trying to actually search right now, which is why we're in this area. We just got to take care of these enemies. Before we could do that, we just took out one of them. And we found ourselves something. A frayed rosary string. It does count, especially when you're trying to buy stuff. Now we're here in WormWays because we decided to go back in. We have something else to find here. Me and Hornet are heading in that direction right now. If we can make it. We've been dying a whole lot on our way here. Falling on multiple spikes. And we didn't even have a chance to heal, since that thing hit us while we were in the process. It's still following us, taking off hell life. Just gonna continue on our way. Gotta break through this wall. And we seem to have found ourselves some sort of hidden path, or maybe a hidden room. But this was where we found the Plasmium. And unfortunately, I think we found the Alchemist's previous assistant. I think he was hiding here. Something happened to him. He's been taken out. Can't find anything else that's hidden here. Let's give him a moment of silence. Alright, quickly after that, we found our way into Shellwood, and this would be another area I didn't really explore the last time. I don't know why, because this seems to be leading us somewhere. I don't know, I guess I was in a rush to find bosses or something like that, but it's whatever. We took out one of these enemies, got ourselves a few pieces of rosaries. All those rosaries fell down. I'm not going to be getting them, just going to continue up. Okay, not trying to run those spikes, but I ended up running into spikes anyways. That was great. Alright, let's keep heading up. Okay, ran into that enemy. Not going to be fighting it. Just going to hop up. Alright, this seems different. This seems like a whole new level. But before we continue any further, we got to go back and see what's on the other side. Going through the door, and we seem to have found ourselves a switch. This is going to bring up a bench. Once the bell stops ringing. Alright, that happened. There's our bench. Let's take a seat. Door open. We seem to be close to the Bellway station. Yep. This was a place I was kind of curious about. Now I know. Alright, let's go back on this side and explore this brand new level. Alright, a whole bunch of booby traps here. Let's try not to get crushed. Alright, let's search up here. Inspecting this, accept the judgment of the rise beyond, that all who stand at Farloom's holy crest prove pure of will and want. Alright, that's quite a statement. Let's keep going this way. We gotta jump up, and then up again. Seems to be a bench here. Unfortunately, we don't have enough rosaries, which caused me and Hornet to go back to Greymoor to collect more rosaries. Didn't really take that long. Now we're back. Going to be paying that 60 rosary fee and getting our bench. Alright, we just took a seat. And this place seems to be windy as hell. The blasted steps. This place is hella crazy. See all those creatures there? Just ate Hornet. Freaking eating anything that touches the sand. It's like the lava game, but worse. Because you could die. Hold on. Let's keep jumping up. Brand new enemy up here. Never seen this guy in any other level. Which is cool. But this guy's kind of tough. He got a shield, club, fair amount of range. He's not that easy. We might get taken out. Especially since it's the first time I'm facing this type of enemy, and he definitely did take us out. We're back for revenge. And we're going to be taking his butt out this time. He's not going to be having his way anymore. It's time for his death and doom. Feel peril head your way, you bastard. Okay, we're getting smacked around again. Hold on. Hold on. Peril is coming towards him. Just got to be patient. And he just got taken out. Alright, we're jumping this way. Seem to have found some sort of pathway. Let's jump up. This leads us here. With another brand new enemy. A guy with a shield has a shell. And a cane sword. Or a needle, actually. My mistake. Everyone's holding a needle in this game. I mean, obviously. It's just staying with the theme. Was forced to heal one more time. It makes it hard fighting these guys in the blasted steps since the winds are actually blowing pretty fast. Now, if that was only a visual thing, that would be one thing, but it actually affects your gameplay, since when the wind blows, you're getting knocked around by the wind. Alright, we got some silk from that, which gave us a full silk wheel. We're going to hold off on healing for now. Alright, we got to fight these guys. Let's heal in a little bit. We got to take them out first. And we got a little bit of rosaries while we did that too. We're up to 71. actually bounce off those bells, which is a new thing. Now we're bouncing off these enemies. I want rosaries. And we're gonna get them after we take these things out. So might as well. Jump on up. Ah, damn. Had to land on it too. Just bouncing off his head like Mario. Alright, we got a full silk wheel and a whole bunch of rosaries. We're up to 95. Not bad. But let's keep heading up. See something glowing down there. Gotta check it out. And we almost died. Like instantly. What the hell was that? Got ourselves another memory locket, which is cool. Definitely have a lot of things I want to add on to my crest. And we're going to be getting more items sooner or later too. So it's going to be especially helpful. Another brand new enemy. This enemy is one of the more annoying enemies. Not only does it fly around and shoot projectiles at you, but these projectiles actually ricochet off walls and everything, which makes things complicated. We're heading in this direction right now, seeing what we can find while trying to avoid these things. Alright, Shakra. This is who I was trying to find here. Got ourselves a map for 70 rosaries. Yes. Now we know where we are. And again, we bottom out. From looking at this map, I think we mostly explored the blasted steps. There are a few areas I haven't searched yet, but we're going to be doing that in a little bit. As of now, I feel like I want to reach the Great Citadel, which is closer than I thought. Let's jump up here. We gotta get out of this place. Okay, not up there. Although I do see rosaries, I'm just not sure how we're gonna do that as of now. And there are much easier ways of getting rosaries in this game. For example, Greymoor. A lot of enemies there drop rosaries and stuff like that, so it's worth going back to that place and killing a whole bunch of enemies, getting a ton of rosaries. Get what you get, and then go back to where you were exploring before. We just got ourselves enough silk. Let's heal. And continuously attack this thing until it dies, which it just did. Got ourselves a little bit of silk. We got shards too, but they don't really count for much in this game. Alright, let's jump up here, and we're going to be avoiding this fight this time. Fighting those guys aren't really too easy, and you end up losing a whole bunch of life while you're trying to do that. Now, once I get used to them, that's going to change. As of right now, we got to take care of these two enemies. At least we have some music here. Got Shakra singing down there still. And we finally found a way to get these rosaries. Well, most of them. Some of them fell into the sand and the creatures ate it up. Okay, we got ate up too. Let's get out of here without dying anymore. I hate finding a whole bunch of rosaries and then losing all of them. We have a few ways of getting to the Citadel. Let's hop up here. And try to go upwards. Found ourselves another one of these guys. Definitely need some life, so we're gonna fight him. Hopefully we don't die in the process. One more hit, I think. There it is. Let's heal. See what I'm talking about? The wind actually messes with me in this level hella. I can't really explain the level of annoyance I get from this wind. Especially when you're trying to jump from platform to platform. Alright, let's hop off these bells and head into this place right here, which is still the blast steps. But we're going to try to go higher. Seeing a switch, reactivated. Brings those even lower. I don't know why. How is that gonna help us? Can't wait to find out. Let's keep heading down. Okay, I'm not trying to die. Had to run into those things. Only have a little bit of life here. Let's heal. Oh crap. Didn't even give us a chance to heal. We're back in the same exact area. Still trying to go where we're trying to go, which is through that entrance right there. Alright, we're not going to fight these things. Too much of an issue. Alright, this place is not on the map. Let's kill this thing at least. Didn't really take too much. Barely made that jump. We could go higher. At the same time, I feel like we should keep pushing forward. Seeing some sort of area down here. That was definitely a mistake. I just wanted to check that out too. That activated this thing. Okay, I don't want to deal with that thing anymore. We're going to go in here. And this is definitely a boss fight. Alright, let's move out of the way, see some smoke. And this boss is named the Great Conchflies. It took me a little minute to lose the first time I played them, so we're going to be fast forwarding after numerous losses, like 5 at this point. And we're going to be playing these bosses in an attempt to beat them. I learned a few things while losing all those times. This boss isn't really too bad, it's just that you have to watch out for your own mistakes. Now, you can easily watch where they're coming from due to the smoke and everything. It'll show their direction and where they're torpedoing and all that stuff like that. Sometimes they shoot little spikes out of their mouths, which you can deflect with your needle, but I didn't really do it there. I'm just busy avoiding these things. Every single time you catch these things drilling into the wall or the ground, you can hit them a couple of times. When you have a chance like this, definitely heal, since they're not around to hit you or anything. Collecting all the silk balls that I can while hitting these things as they move around. Got one hit in there. Eventually, they're going to be suffering damage. They just don't realize it yet. They're just getting hit once or twice or something like that. It might tickle them. I don't know how they feel about it, but they're going down. That's the goal. Alright, hit it a couple of times that time. Got quite a few hits in that exchange. Still forced to heal though, since one of them ran into Hornet. Well, that time it was my fault. Ran into the Conchfly. And we're just going to keep this up until we take him out. Got full silk wheel, gonna heal. It's always a good idea to heal when you get a chance, especially when you may not need it at that exact second. You don't know if you'll need it in the next second, so you might as well do it unless you want to lose your chance to heal, which is always a possibility. You might overestimate the amount of life you have, which is more than likely the case. Either way, we have a full silk wheel and life bar. We're kind of good. Nothing to really worry about. Just taking it slow. Hitting them when we can. Especially when they drill into the ground like that. Every other time, you don't really have that much of a chance. Got 2 hits that time. And we got smacked by one of their their spikes. Alright, took out one of them. Hopefully that takes out both of them. Let's see. Well, one of them's in the background, is hella mad, and it flew away. I'm thinking we'll see it later on, and it'll be even angrier at us. Either way, we're heading down here now. Avoiding all that. And I'm not sure where this is, but I think we need to be here. Okay, well, that's a pretty far jump. That's forcing us to heal. Let's try it again. That didn't work out neither. You see what I'm saying? This wind is crazy. Although it is a cool idea, it's just kind of annoying. Let's try with a run. Finally got it. It's kind of hard to move around in this level. The blast steps is no joke. Waiting for the wind to pass us by this time. That finally happened, which allowed us to jump onto this platform. They're making sure that every single platform here is hella small too. I definitely noticed. Oh crap. Gotta die again. Alright, made it here. This allows us to jump up. Bouncing off this. And let's not go too far off this thing. Going in here now. Well, good thing there's a bench here. Now all that's on the map, and I think we have explored most of this place. Who's this person? Pintress? Either way, after talking to Pintress for a little bit, we find out that Pintress is a needle master, and they're offering their training to us, so we took it. And things are about to begin right now. Doing a bit of training. And we have gained the needle strike. Charge power in the needle, then release as a deadly attack. So it's pretty cool. They're bringing this from the original Hollow Knight into this game, which I'm appreciating. So I'm really wanting to see what else we can learn in this game. And they're hoping their training has helped us out. And I think it did. Definitely appreciate it. We're going to be leaving this place and heading towards the Citadel. We can't really go higher here to explore this place. As you can see, we just fell down to our depths. But we're here right now in the map, and we're trying to find a way to go to the Citadel. That's where we beat the boss. Alright, barely made it across that thing. And we just had to activate that enemy again. We gotta take it out one more time. As you can see, you can't ricochet the needle with... Well, they're spiked with your needle. That's what I'm trying to say. Just got hit again. They seem close, and then you jump up to attack them, and they float just that much away to where they won't get hit. It's hella annoying. Ended up dying there. Came back. Decided to skip fighting those things. And we're out here now. I just said we escaped fighting those things, and what welcomed us when we came back out here? One of those freaking things. Let's go through this pathway after we take this thing out. Kind of have something against it right now. And until this thing dies, I'm not satisfied. Is it just gonna hide there behind the cage? Is it worth it? I think I just want to head towards the Citadel, but let's just take it out. I think we have to head up this way anyways. Might as well just do that. Alright, scratching the plan about taking that thing out. Alright, there gotta be a way up here, right? And another one of these enemies. Now, come up, greet us. Let's take it out. I want the Rosaries. And this enemy really isn't too hard to take out anyway. Alright, let's grab the Rosaries. We got 235 right now. Making our way up. Alright, this is actually working out for us. Okay, that didn't work out that time. Kind of jinxed me and Hornet, but it's good. We finally made it all the way up. Now, before we head towards the Great Citadel, I want to explore what's on this side, and I see a little sign for the Bellway Station. And also a bench right here. Let's pay the Rosaries, which we did. Now, the bench is coming up. Let's take a seat. Now, this is all on the map, which is cool. 60 Rosaries here for the Bellway Station. This opens up doors right about now. Releasing the bells, and this place is set up. We're not going to be calling the Bell Beast yet. We're just going to be heading towards the Great Citadel now. It's not really too far away anyways from what I can see on the map. Keep double checking. Gotta make sure we're going the right way. Okay, well, we got attacked by one of these things. It doesn't seem like we can't avoid it. Okay, we fell into those creatures again. Okay, that's another death. Not going to be letting this thing bother us. We got persistence on our side. That's what I'm counting on. If this thing can't get any closer, that would be cool. Finally took it out after all that. Getting closer. This guy just came to life. Let's fight him. And heal. Oh crap. Should have flowed a little bit and then hit him with the downward strike, but it's too late. Back down to only 2 alien heads as of now. Well, make that 1. Finally got enough to heal. Giving us a total of 154 Rosaries. Not sure what's on that side, but we can maybe check it out. It's going nowhere. Alright, that's cool. Let's bounce off these bells and onto this wall. Gotta make it around these enemies now. I'm not trying to fight them if I don't have to. Okay, we're almost done again. Hopefully, well, damn. I just said hopefully we don't get taken out when we get taken out. Well, We found Sherma here when we came back. And she is actually waiting to go to the Citadel. It's good that she made it here without getting hurt, but we made it all the way back to where we died the last time. Just broke the cocoon, and now we have to get some silk back while taking out this guy. He isn't too bad if you're bouncing off his head like a pogo stick, like me and Hornet were doing. And I think we're getting even closer now. Let's jump a little bit. Okay, not too far. I'm seeing some bells a little further down. Let's bounce off this wall. Alright, cool. I thought we had to fight that guy too. I'll check out what's up there a little bit later on, but we need to head this way. I think we finally made it to the Great Citadel. Definitely seems like it from what I can see on the map. There's some pilgrims here. Tall pilgrim. After a little bit, they made Hornet their leader. And apparently, we're supposed to play some music to open this gate. We got ourselves a new objective. We're using a needle in, and it seems to be working. They're being wrong. Alright, Hornet is using a needle in while the pilgrims are singing. And I'm seeing some fire in the background, which was kind of concerning. But it turns out it's the last judge, which is even more concerning. It's gonna be a brand new boss I'm not really used to, and we ended up losing hella fast. Barely even had a chance to breathe, and we lost quite a few more times after that. I actually lost one time before this where I beat the last judge. I'm not showing that, I'm just going to be going over what I learned. When he spins that bell like that, you gotta get away from him since he's going to be doing that little spinning move with his bell. When he jumps, it's easy to avoid. Just either go under him or dash away or something like that. When he chucks out that bell like that, you have time to actually get him with 1 or 2 attacks and then jump up before that thing comes back to hit him again. And we're basically going to continue this until we beat the first stage of this guy, which is happening right here. Now this is the second stage, and then this stage is going to be much more difficult since he spins that bell around and it creates all this fire and stuff too. In the previous moves are going to be including new ones like these two that you just seen. They're not hard to avoid. When he jumps to the ground like that, you will have to jump up since flames will kick up. When he rushes you like that, you just have to watch out for the flames. You'll know when they come up, since they'll show where they're coming up at. That basically covers everything. Like, he doesn't have too many moves. Once you learn his skill set, this boss is actually pretty easy. He's gonna jump again. Hit him a few times like I just said. Gives plenty of chances to attack him. Alright, we have to stand in the opening when he spins that bell. I mean, you'll see a clear opening there where you can't stand. Alright, let's do that again. We got dizzy one more time. Still have full life. Just finally got hit there, causing us to heal. And we gotta get away from there. Wasn't close enough to rush in, but this time I am. Got a few hits in there, collecting the silk balls. And we're just gonna continue this until this thing goes down. Well, the last judge, I mean. Full silk wheel again, and life bar. Got dizzy one more time. Just a game of patience at this point. It's going to be spamming his attacks constantly. And that is actually one of the best times to actually attack when he slings his bill out like that. This one, a little bit more tricky. It's not bad, you just have to watch out for flames, step in between the openings, and you'll be good. Gotta collect all these silk balls, got a little bit of them back. It's getting closer to end, believe it or not. Just a couple more times, getting them dizzy like this, and it'll be over. Jumping over him, avoiding the flames. I know it sounds simplistic as far as directions go, but like I said, his moveset's small, so it's easy to predict once you get used to it. And that's it. Now we gotta stay away from him. This is where I messed up the first time. I'm going to be showing that later, actually. I'm not going to be holding that back. But as of right now, let's just keep going. We just beat the last judge. Let's give a few more strikes due to frustration purposes. And this thing finally opened for us. That's what's up. The Citadel is pretty nice, and that signals the beginning of Act 2, Citadel of Song. It's crazy that that whole part of the game was only Act 1. That could have been an entire game in and of itself with the last judge as the final boss. But objectives have been updated. We gotta get new ones now. We completed all the old ones, and we just activated the switch, which opens this door. Is this place abandoned? Everything is covered in webs. A machine displaying a model of the Citadel. Insert 40 rosaries. We just did that. And we get a map for the Grand Gate. This is where we are exactly. Definitely gotta explore this place. But maybe in the next episode, I gotta find myself a freaking bench first. Seems like we can go up there once we get the ability to do it. And we found ourselves an elevator. That's not going up. Doors open below, and now we're heading downward for some odd reason. Something is happening. I don't even like it. Can't even get out of here. Not the normal way, at least. Do we have to keep hitting that switch? I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Alright, let's just keep hitting the switch. Something's happening. Oh, damn. Was that supposed to happen like that? We broke the freaking switch. Well, either way, I want to show you what happened the first time I beat the judge, and I accidentally got too close when he was doing that, and he ended up blowing Hornet up. Either way, Hornet survived that crash, and we just have to heal. It did take out a fair amount of life from the life bar. Definitely not a breakable wall. Alright. Let's insert 15 rosaries. Maybe this is a bench. And it's definitely a bench. which means that this is going to be the end of the episode. Finally completed Act 1, although I'm probably going to be heading back and searching some areas like the Blasted Steppes. There's one part of the map I haven't explored yet, and I want to do that. I just didn't have a chance this time since I was so focused on getting to the Citadel. Either way, if you like this episode, please leave that like, subscribe, and even slapping that notification bell would really help the channel out. Want to thank you and everyone that subscribed to the channel. Until the next time, I hope you all have a good one. Peace out.